Riots have been hitting the Washington, D.C. streets of America for the past few days. The Russians see what's happening to the American people, and they decide to take advantage, sending weapons, uniforms, and even tanks to their aid. Now, a militia of Americans has risen up against the U.S. Army in an attempt to do a coup d'etat against the American people. In this particular sector of Washington, D.C., the U.S. Army is currently doing their best to hold off the rioters, some of which are just using their fists and rocks to fight against the American government, while others are equipped with Russian weaponry. Can the U.S. Army hold this city street blockade against the rioters, or will they end up getting overthrown due to Russian intervention? Let's find out. If you guys enjoyed this video, please be sure to hit that like button, subscribe with notifications turned on, and comment down below if you'd like to see more of this Riot series that we're starting today. Either way, let's get into it. What's up, gamers? I'm here to tell you about Instant Gaming. Instant Gaming is an amazing place where you can get some fire deals on all sorts of video games. Seriously, it's like 60 to 95% off, as you can see here. These are all of the Star Wars titles they have. They literally have every Star Wars title. You can also get XCOM here, Men of War Assault Squad 2. All of the games I play on the channel you can buy here for extremely cheap prices. If you use my affiliate link in the description, it helps me out a ton. So thank you guys for listening to this sponsorship, and thank you to Instant Gaming for continuing to sponsor the channel. Alrighty then, gamers, we're starting off in slow motion here, and we are pressing start, and the rioters begin to push forward here, sort of haphazardly. I think they're a little bit cautious because they're going up against a wall of guns, and only about 1/3 of their forces actually possesses a weapon provided by the Russians or by their own personal arsenals. So, you know, currently most of these guys are probably pretty wary to be charging on forward yet, but we do have those Russian provided weapons for these rioters here, and they are doing some work. This T-80 right here gets smacked pretty hard by the Abrams right off the rip. In fact, right in the turret right there. That could have caused some serious damage. Doesn't look like it did, but, you know, a second one of those shots could take it out. But the Abrams gets smacked, I think, by the flanking forces over this way. Wow, that thing went way faster than I ever would have thought it would have. That thing has some pretty serious armor, so I'm very shocked by that. However, there is a second one within the confines of the defenses over this way, so it will hopefully survive a little bit longer than that first one right there. Some of these buildings are occupied by U.S. Army soldiers, but a number of them have gone down already due to some incoming Russian and militia rioter fire right there, so that is no good, but there's still some left alive who can fight on the battlefield for a prolonged period of time. Looks like this person right here is struggling to pop up. They're not sure what to do, as there's a bunch of these rioters just outside of his barricade right there, and I don't think he wants to pop up. It seems like a lot of the U.S. forces in the outside streets here go down very, very early. Not before they manage to spray down a lot of these rioters, but it seems like that was pretty much all they were able to do before they got taken down. So I guess the lore of this battle, sort of, that I've set up is that the Russians had a bunch of maybe sleeper agents as well as Russian sympathizers and things like that sort of planted in the city streets. And so, you know, they sort of activated them and caused a frenzy through maybe marketing and propaganda and things like that, causing a small uprising to happen in the U.S., and then they moved in with reinforcements as well as weapons to supply the militia in order to try and make things at least a little bit more effective and try and overthrow the U.S. government or something along those lines, I think is sort of the plot that I'm trying to go for here. You know, pretty convoluted, pretty silly, but it's just fun to sort of have the idea of some sort of riots going on in the city streets and the U.S. Army having to protect our freedoms from the Russian aggressors here, as well as the U.S. citizens who, you know, were manipulated by the Russians into fighting against them. I guess that's sort of the idea. A sniper takes out a U.S. Army soldier on the turret here. There's plenty more in the combat seats of the Humvee, though, so yep, they will pop up there and take over the HMG right there, which is a good thing because they need that to continue to fire out at these Russians. Right now, the boys on the flank back here seem to be sort of regrouping and figuring out their next strategy to push forward. They've come out of their deployment vehicles and are, looks like, moving in on the right section over here. The guys on the left over this way, it looks like they haven't really gotten into any combat just yet. There are these guys below the hill here, but none of these fellas right here have weapons, so I think they're waiting for some of these guys in the front who do have weapons to go down so they can go up and take their weapons, but these guys aren't really pushing their section over here. It seems like right now they want to go for the second Abrams over here first, and that's probably a smart idea because taking out the Abrams when you have full strength of your military, or at least half strength of your military, is probably going to be the best idea. That guy gets completely wiped out right there. This guy, I think, was trying to repair the Humvee, but it has since taken more damage. But yeah, I think that right now the Russians do have enough forces to take out the Abrams and then pivot and try and take out the Humvee and U.S. Army situation over here. We're just going to have to see if these rioters and militants are going to be able to do that. We do have a GAZ moving in over this way, but it does just have a heavy machine gun on the top, so probably not going to be the most useful at the moment. I mean, we'll see. There's still the two T-80s. Are they like damaged? Are they not able to come forward? This seems to be fully functioning. This does as well. Let's see, can it move forward? I'm not putting it in like forward position, I just want to see, and yes, it can move forward. So these things are operable. They're on free move mode, right? Yeah, they're on free move mode, so I'm not entirely sure why they're not pushing forward with those, but that will be a viable option against the Abrams potentially, though it is going to be rough. That Gaz is right there. Just turn, no, turn the other way. Why are you facing these buildings? No one can come through there. You barricaded that. Oh my God, what are you doing? What are you doing? Oh my God, being absolute dinguses. This Gaz is pushing in and firing at some of the U.S. Army soldiers right here. What was that? What was that? We're not in CSGO. Stop flick shotting. Okay, that flick shot was kind of fire though. Flick shotting with a freaking barrel on top of a tank is pretty sick, but another trooper gets right on into it and pops a few shots into the Humvee drivers over this way. So now both Humvees are down. They are no longer in working condition or crewed. And so now it is just U.S. Army soldiers over here plus the M1 Abrams, which is very powerful, of course. Ooh, that guy got smoked. But yeah, we just got to do a little bit better. Okay, this one is finally moving forward. So the TAs are able to move forward, apparently. We're going to go into normal speed here. Look at all these troops. Look at all these dudes. Okay, they are working on a big push forward over this way. The Abrams is not... Okay, good. Rotate your turret this way and help out a little bit. Okay, nice HE shot right there. Eliminates a multitude of troopers. Oh, God, there was more U.S. soldiers in here, and they're just getting blasted now from the side. Oh, rip, boys. No. Okay, that's sad right there. Over this way, these guys are all down as well. So the Russian and rioters are going to be able to come through multiple different points here and advance on these U.S. troops who are doing their best to try and defend, but currently they're just getting hit from pretty much all sides, which is not an ideal situation to be in, and the Abrams is really not assisting. Okay, it's just coming in. It's just coming in. Kill it. Shoot it. Oh my God, another U.S. infantry soldier goes down right there. We've got one more troop here, and then, is this guy alive? Yeah, this guy's alive right here. Oh, there's a few guys over here too. So there are more U.S. soldiers over this way. Oh my God. All right. At least it's using its MG. Okay, there we go. Pops the gas right there. Actually creates kind of a barricade. So that kind of works a little bit. Okay, all right. The M1 Abrams is finally getting to work. It took long enough for it to actually like pop into gear, but now it is going absolutely ham on these. Look at that. Anytime they pop up in the background, it is just flick shot firing them down with the machine gun in its barrel. That is crazy. Or rather, this machine gun right here is what it's using. That's insane. I think we do have some firing going on over here, though. Yes, a couple of rioters have tried to penetrate this circle of defense right here. And it looks like a couple went up this way. A couple of troopers did die for the U.S. right there, but they're doing okay. These guys are gunless, so are these guys here. So they're being extra cautious and not really moving forward. They can pick up guns and stuff like that off of the ground very easily. So they can just do that, but I think they are a little bit nervous. They probably weren't really ready for this level of American defense. Where'd the T-80 go? Where'd it go? What? Oh, they've circled all the way around. They're trying to flank through the buildings here, but I don't think they know. There is no route to go. So I'll put them a little bit more back on track here. Can it not move anymore? It is not moving. Did it somehow get damaged in moving over here? I'm not entirely sure what the deal is with that one. This one right here, okay, is still movable. We'll rotate it around this way so we can actually have some sort of an engagement, because I think that would be a lot more fun than the Russian tanks just sort of not working in the slightest. All right, there's plenty more infantry around here trying to pursue some of the last remaining U.S. soldiers that are ducked beneath barricades over this way. But they themselves are fighting and still getting kills as well. Whew, with the cover fire, of course, of the Abrams assisting them. This thing gets stuck against a little, like, gazebo type thing. Just very impressive driving. Ultimately, very impressive driving. Oh my god, what is it? I'm trying to help you out a little bit to at least, like, get you on the right path. There you go. There you go. Just move that way so we can actually see some good tank combat here instead of glitchiness. But there's a very real possibility the M1 Abrams just absolutely dominates it, because that's what it's been doing to this infantry here. It could absolutely just clap its cheeks and it would go down. Tons of infantry around this way. Oh, nice HE shots too. Oh my goodness. All right, but here comes the T-80. Let's see. Let's see. It's maneuvering about. All right, this is itself, because I only ordered it to go like here or something like that. So this is itself now taking control, and it looks like it is going to choose to engage with the Abrams right here. Abrams moving its cannon to engage, but it moves it away. Oh no. Neither side firing. This is crazy. They're pointing directly at each other. I think they might be loading AP shots. Okay, T-80 takes the first shot. Abrams gets nicked. It doesn't look down completely. It takes its shot into this thing. And same sort of deal. Neither side going down just yet, but they are shelling each other to bits right now. But both armors are holding up currently. Abrams takes another shot and then rotates. It kills it. It decrews the interior of the T-80 tank right there. And that thing is smoked. Abrams manages the kill on this sucker right here. Very impressive stuff. Now has 69 infantry kills and a tank kill to its name. The other Abrams is finally moving again, but not really in the directions it wanted to go. Now, all of these unarmed militants, I want us to do a death charge into this area here. So let me set that up. All right, guys, we've assigned all of the rioters to attack the little perimeter position right here that the U.S. has set up. So they should all be coming in here, and yes, here they come. Some of them do have guns, others are equipped with pretty much nothing and almost immediately get evaporated by U.S. gunfire right there, but more come around the side here. These guys do have guns, but as they attempt this assault, this is just a very locked down position, and a lot of them end up going down very, very quickly. I think what I'd like to do after this battle is to have simply soldiers, infantry versus infantry here against this position, because this position is crazy well defended and could be really sick to see just like a massive, 500-man charge into that position right there. But for now, it looks like a few extra stragglers. I didn't order those guys forward, I don't think, so they're coming through on their own, which is very, very cool to see that sort of push from separate entities. Yeah, actually more are coming now. It looks like they're done trying to suicide against the Abrams there and have decided, hey, we might as well try and take out as many U.S. military forces as possible. So now they're pushing up from the northern direction down onto these guys down here. And we'll see if they manage to hold out here for an extended period of time. Oh, no, these guys are now maybe going back towards the Abrams again. Oy vey, you guys just can't let yourselves live, can ya? And where is the other T-80? Where is that sucker? Is it this? Oh my god, it is this. Oh my god. Alright, let's push that back around this way. Yeah, just try and get towards the Abrams, I guess. You know, just try it out. How about that? So go that way. We'll see if that works. More Russian infantry moving in on the Abrams. Just such a mistake. They do have some anti-tank grenades, but they have to get really close to use them, and not every trooper has them either. So it's really just a mistake to infantry charge the Abrams. I don't know why they're so hell-bent on doing that. It's rather a good bit of buffoonery, if you were to ask me. The T-80's not even doing its mission, so that's fantastic. The infantry here also not exactly doing the most. It's a bit of a yikes, that is for sure. Oh my god! Okay, you didn't have to do the boy like that. Holy cow. Leave something for his family. Alright, why don't we go ahead and do a little time-lapse here of the Abrams defending. I think that the U.S. barricades are just really, really strong. So let's see what happens with that. And I do want to do that infantry charge at the very end of this video. I think that would be really fun. Let's get it, baby. Okay, so over that period of time lapse, it seems like the U.S. tank here, oh, there's only one crew member left alive in it. These Russians now completely surrounded, so that kind of explains why it's not really firing anymore. All right, the T-80, all right, I think we need to have our final engagement between the T-80 and the M1 Abrams, because right now the infantry of the Russians literally surrounds the tank. So I think we go ahead and we force a conclusion between these tanks. Winner takes all. Final T-80 or the M1 Abrams. Oh my god. Oh my god, you're such an idiot. Drive forward. Oh. Go that way. My god. I can't, dude. So there's only one crew member in this puppy. It starts with 5. This guy has also one crew member. Both sides only have one crew member left alive in their respective tanks. Oh my god. Oh my god. And the T-80 is such an idiot. What are you doing? Why are you there? Oh dear god. Okay. Alright, calm down, Daly. Push in and engage with the enemy. You're a tank. You can push through the other tank. No. I refuse to allow this to happen. Go. Go. You guys have tippy-toed around this combat the entire time. I'm pushing it in for... Can you really not push through this T-80? There you go. Yes, you can. Oh! Alright, he gets shot. He's still alive. Pivots. Fires back again. Both still alive. Oh my god, it's getting heated. M1 Abrams takes another shot before the T-80. I think the T-80 trooper is concussed. And they fire again. T-80 is now decrewed. M1 Abrams currently still living. Has 98 kills. 2 vehicle kills now. And that's it. That's okay. M1 Abrams wins. These guys are apparently out of anti-tank grenades. So let's... this is like the never-ending battle at this point. Let's force the Russians to go and actually attack the remaining U.S. troopers over here, because this is getting absurd. It's getting absurdly long for this battle. So we're gonna force these troopers to actually go and attack and commit to an assault against the final U.S. position here, because my God, these rioters are just real dumb. Real dumbos, huh? All right, let's see. All right, we got a number pushing up here, and they get to the top, and they immediately struggle with firing down. But this time, they're actually using a few grenades here, which is certainly going to help, and it does take out a number of U.S. troops right there. The rest of the U.S. troops start open firing again. Honestly, the Russians should just nade to their heart's content, and yes, they are throwing another grenade right over here. And that is going to be big for the Russians. Well, the grenades don't do that much damage, but it does help out, and it does get some kills for the Russians, which is definitely a pretty big deal for them. But not too many Russians remaining at this point, as many of them have perished now. And these guys, all right, we're just yeeting. The U.S. win this so easy, bro. The last remaining stragglers, I mean, keep in mind, it's now been 30 minutes, and most of these guys still have not fully attacked because they're being cowardice. So, there we go. That's the ending of this battle, baby. We will do the Russian charge, but let's just see. I mean, so many dead militants here, and a lot of dead U.S. Army soldiers, but the Abrams is still alive, as well as about 20 or so infantry troops back here who are still alive, and a Humvee, which has 15 kills. So the U.S. definitely does win this barricade defense. Now, just as a little bonus, let's do the Russian charge. All right, boys, we've got about 300 rioters, as promised, charging about 30 American soldiers here from 2 different angles. We'll see how this ends up going, honestly. I'm very curious. We should probably go in slow-mo because it is pretty laggy here. U.S. Army soldiers begin by firing up top at the leftmost point here, and it seems like they are getting a large number of kills right off the rip. I mean, just absolutely obliterating these fellas up here. It is absolute pandemonium. But the other side should be coming up pretty soon, and they are. You can see them in the distance. They should really be stepping to it, because every second they don't, there's more of their rioters dying with them. Okay, but here we go. Now they're kind of coming up here, starting to get some shots off. A few U.S. Army soldiers dying immediately, but there we go. The HMG is starting to fire up at them. That 50 cal tear through them pretty good, but more come up over this way. U.S. Army is doing a great job, but I do see a grenade going down right there, which will clear out a large contingency. Okay, it wasn't too damaging, actually, but yeah, it does seem like the U.S. actually is not going to be able to defend this position as well when it's just like a massive amount of enemies coming at them all at once. There's only the Humvee with 2 occupants and this guy left alive currently. Humvee trooper gets on the HMG here, gets a few shots out, dies, and there's still 1 trooper. Let's try and do this for him. Come on, gun him up, gun him. He dies. Rip. And then there's this guy here. You know what? You know what? Give me you. We'll direct control you. Heck yeah. Heck yeah, baby. Let's go. Yeah. Oh, we're ripping into him. We are ripping into him. To shreds, I say. To shreds. Okay, wait, reload. Oh, okay, yeah, there was no coming back from that once we ran out of ammo. And let's check out the losses here. Yellow are dead U.S. soldiers. Red are dead rioters, Russians, etc. Brutal. Alright guys, that's going to be the end of today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please be sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and comment down below. I will see you all in the next one. Peace. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Be sure to click that subscribe button for more content, and hit the notification bell if you'd like to be alerted to whenever I live stream or upload. Thanks so much.